Hello and welcome, and now we're going to start a new series on the Taros Campaign, and it's interesting to say the least. It was 997.M30 War when the Imperium first fought the Tau upon Taros. The Avenging Sun Space Marine chapter, as a successor to the Ultramarine chapter during the 19th founding, they were dispatched to kill Olus and replace them with a loyal planetary governor, unaware that the Tau had already sent reinforcements to defend the planet and its resources. The Space Marines failed. It took a whole year before the Imperial Command would send an invasion force in the guise of the 4,621st Imperial Guard Army. The war was bloody and fierce. The Tau presence was far greater than the Imperial Command had realized. The Imperium of Man was completely unaware that Taos had been absorbed fully into the Tau Empire as part of the Third Sphere expansion by the Kasir Yen Sept. No longer just an ally world, but part of the fledgling Xenos Empire, renamed Tyros. The Tau had the better strategy and far more advanced technology. The 4,621st Imperial Guard Army was routed from the planet. The Imperium is a sore loser and takes defeat very personally. The Imperium once again returned to Taros during the dying days of the 41st millennium, when the upheavals that plagued the galaxy were making the millennia's end. And the brutal war that retook the Aquilian system. It was this war that put an end to the Xenos expansion into the void, and the end of the war in the Damocles Gulf with righteous fury. Most of the Imperium fighting force made their way to the Aquilian system. It was under the command of Lord General Troxer. Sorry about pronouncing that. Many of the Tau-held worlds were attacked. Taos was one such world. It was the 455th Battle Group Ultimate, led by Fleet Commander Conras Dre. The Fleet Commander Dre first showed real promise during the War of the Hydra Sector against the tendril of a High Fleet Leviathan. He was promoted to command a Lunar-class battleship, the Imperial Truth, after the captain was killed. During fighting, Dre rammed and crippled a Hive ship, but has turned the War of Siglins 9 around. Yes, that was quite an interesting war in the Ultima Sectum. Under Dre's command, Battlegroup Ultima made its way to Taos. His ship's holds were filled with Elysian drop troops from the 17th and 23rd, newly created from the survivors of the 4,621st, and airborne soldiers of the modern 808th, the Sky Rats. Once these three regiments had established safe landing zones, the Talon 437th, the Drukian 11th, infantry and armoured regiments, they would begin the ground war. These two regiments were supported by the 717th Blue Devils, bombering the 15th Fighter Command Group with lightnings and thunderbolts. Also aiding them was the 119th Dust Devils Vendetta Squadron, and finally the 88th Snakeskins Valkyrie Squadrons. Fleet Commander's plan was to retake with brutal efficiency. It was understood that the Tau would have less than a Terran year to consolidate a victory. The Xenos would still be refitting and rearming. The hope was that the attack on the Aquilian would act as a distraction and draw much of the Tau fleet away and across the Damocles Gulf. Dre hoped this would increase his chances of a swift and secure victory. Such is the plans of mice and men. When Dre's fleet emerged from the warp, something was not right with Taos. The journey through the warp had been uneventful. The navigators of the fleet sensed nothing out of the ordinary, except when the astronomical dimmed for but a moment. The emergence at Taos Mandeville Point. Mandeville Point is a safe space during a sector or system where you can re-emerge from the warp. There was two in the Sol system during the Horus Heresy. The fleet sensors reached out to detect enemy vessels when they re-emerged from the Mandeville Point. As is common practice, the stars of the sector had changed. The void itself seemed scarred by some celestial phenomena. Fleet Commander Dre's first thought was they were somewhere or somehow in the wrong system. It wasn't long until the reports came in and confirming they were coming up to Taos. Yet, like the stars, the planet had also changed. So this is a Tower system campaign. It's Imperial versus Tau. It's an interesting campaign. I'm actually enjoying reading this one. And I hope you enjoyed that as well. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. Links to Element Games and Formula Planet are down below if you wish to support this channel. I get I get a percentage from every time you buy something from those two websites using those links. So you do give me, it does support me. And I hope you all have a great day and enjoy the hobby, no matter which part you enjoy. The lore, the making, and everything else in between. And it doesn't matter what system you play either, as long as you enjoy it. And all have a great day.